What is up, everybody? We are back with King Game Reviews, and I am the King. What is up? How y'all doing today? I hope y'all having a good one. Today we are taking a look at Super Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch. I've been wanting to review this game for a while. I am so pumped to take a look at this game. Let's dive into it. So the basic plot of Super Mario Odyssey is your basic Mario plot. Bowser's at it again. In fact, this game starts with Mario and Bowser fighting head to head. In fact, it's like the end of a classic Mario game. The only difference is Bowser actually kicks Mario's ass, captures Princess Peach, and shreds Mario hat to pieces, and he flies away in his giant ship to take her to God knows where, to finally marry her, forcing his marriage upon her, like I think he's always wanted to do, and take over the Mushroom Kingdom. Thankfully for Mario, however, he meets this character called Cappy, who agrees to take the place of his hat and help him capture or fight Bowser and get Princess Peach back, because Bowser also captured his sister Tiara, or his girlfriend. I don't remember which it was, but the point is they both have somebody they need to protect, so they're going to team up and they're going to get back the ones they love. And that is your basic plot, and it's as basic plot as this game needs. I'm not really going to go too much into plot after that. The point is, it's very tongue-in-cheek, it's classic Mario, it's fun, so let's move on. Now, the gameplay for Super Mario Odyssey is where it truly shines. They really got creative with this game, and let's just go into the hat mechanic, shall we? Mario can throw his hat to capture the bodies of other enemies, and this is something I never thought they would do in a Super Mario game, but it's so brilliant in the idea and how it's executed. You just throw your hat on the enemy, you take control of them, and each enemy has their own various abilities, special skills, whatever. They each have their own unique qualities that help you get the moons, which are the stars for this Mario game. The sun, the moon, the stars, so we have all that. Next thing is probably going to be planets for Super Mario Galaxy 3. Here's hoping. You can capture anything from classic enemies like Goombas and Chomps or Chain Chompers to random things like T-Rexes and human beings to get your moons. Now, the more gimmicky ones, you can only capture them in certain areas, and they only help you get like 1 or 2 moons per section, but it's still fun to be able to use these guys. And aside from being able to use the capture abilities, we're going to get back into those in a minute, but aside from being able to use the capture abilities, Mario's roster of abilities has never been more varied. He can run, jump, do the spin, he can do his high jump, his far jump, he can do a backflip, he can throw that hat in any direction he wants, throw it forward, he can throw it and do a spin attack with it, which is the best move in the game. He can throw it up, he can throw whatever, but some of these moves do require you to use the Joy-Cons separately. They really want you to use the motion controls for this game. I don't think it's absolutely necessary. It really isn't necessary, honestly, to beat the game. It just lets you use your hat abilities and your hat attacks more efficiently. And it's honestly something I think they could have mapped to like holding the button and doing this attack instead of just flicking it. I really didn't see any problem with it because the motion controls are done very well, but it's just something you have to know going in. Now, a lot of the fun doesn't just come from doing the classic platformer challenges and capturing enemies to battle other dudes. No, the real challenge comes in where they force you to capture one of these type of characters and then use their powers for a platforming challenge, because these were the ones that were so well thought out, because they limit Mario's abilities to just this one character, and you really have to think as hard as you can, like, what can this guy do, how can he benefit me, and how can I get to the end of this goal and get that damn moon? And not only can you capture enemies and do the 3D platforming with Mario, but they also added these awesome 2D sections where you can go into a tunnel pipe and you can come out as 2D Mario and you can side scroll up, down, side to side to capture your moons, and it plays just like it did with the classic 2D Mario, man. Like, it is so freaking well done, and the controls, they are tight. They are classic Mario controls. Man, Nintendo knew what they were doing. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, what does this play more like? Is it as a Mario 64 or is it a Mario Sunshine? It is definitely more Mario 64 in the sense that you have this big open world, you can platform wherever you want, but you can get whatever moon you want, and there's no like stipulation. You don't have to set the level you want, what moon you want to get, and they change the level around you. The world is going to stay the same pretty much. There's like a few things I think here or there that do change, but for the most part it's the same Mario world. and you can get whatever star you want. In fact, they truly emphasize experimenting. There are so many parts of this game where you just happen upon these moons. They give you so freaking many. And I think while that can seem pandering, it's a very rewarding experience to just try something out and get like, oh my god, that worked. For instance, in the New Donk City level, there was a section where I was wearing my suit and I was looking fancy as hell because Mario has all these costumes, which is pretty awesome. And these suits even actually help you get moons in the game. There's a part in the game where I put on a suit and I sat on a bench. And just sitting on the bench, the guy talked to me and he said, hey, it's good to talk to somebody. And then he gave me a moon. I'm like, oh my god, that gave me a freaking moon? Are you kidding me? Like, the amount of things they thought of, even secret areas in this game where you think like there's no way I can get to that, you can get to that, and guess what, there's coins for you, there's a moon for you, there's always something. Nintendo really thought this level design out, where even if you think you can't get there, you're gonna get there and you're gonna get a tiny little reward. Now the coins in this game are actually used more for they're not used for lives in this game because there are no deaths and game overs in there. They completely eliminated that for this Mario game, and I think that was the best choice they possibly could have done. The coins in this game are more for buying clothing options for Mario, and the clothing options are awesome. You can also buy stickers and stamps and statues for your ship, the Odyssey, that helps you travel from each individual world. And man, the worlds in this game are so fucking awesome. Like, man, it goes from stuff like New Donk City, which was the most prominent level, and the finale to New Donk City is one of my favorite things in any Mario game ever, I'll tell you that much, to a jungle level, to an ice level, a cooking world, which I think was going to be a fire world at one point. And there's even a section in the game that I swear to God, they were like, what if Mario had a Dark Souls level? It's so amazing, all the stuff you can do, and there's so many moons at each level, and just when you think it's over, after beating the game, there's a thing you can unlock to put more moons in every section of the game, so it practically doubles the amount of moons you get, so the collectathon never ends. Enemy and level design is also fantastic in this game. It is classic Mario enemies, along with a bunch of new enemies, like onion dudes that stretch their legs really high up, there's tanks you can capture. One of the craziest things they put in this game is charging chucks. I have not seen a charging chuck in a Mario game in forever, and it's so cool to see them in the game, and you actually get to control the charging chuck. That was freaking awesome. The boss fights in this game, I've never seen bosses like this in a Mario game before. All of them are very unique and require you to use your different abilities, except for the Broodals. The Broodals are basically the main antagonists of the game, aside from Bowser. Bowser hired them to acquire all the wedding stuff for the wedding, of course, and Mario has to stop them, and each of the fights are pretty much the same. They each have their own tiny gimmick, but the idea is the same, just drop on their head. The Broodals, I think, are very fun and cartoonishly designed, and I honestly question if they thought of the idea of the Broodals after they tag teamed for Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. That seems like in the designs they were like, maybe we should have rabbits in our game. I don't know. It's just thought. The level design is so damn good, man. Like I said, it's very rewarding, but aside from the open natureness of how open this game is in experimenting, there are linear Mario levels. There are sections where you have to get from point A to point B, and there's a gimmick in between that. And those are the most challenging levels. And even after beating the game, there are still more challenging levels that get unlocked after beating the main game. So you're not done after you beat Mario Odyssey story. Oh, no. There's still a lot for you to do. There's still challenge towers. There's still the super hard level that you have to earn by getting a set number of moons. All the costume stickers. You're not done with Mario Odyssey. No. This game goes on and on and on, and I love it. The music of Mario Odyssey, I mean, what can I say? The soundtrack, I think, is fantastic. I don't think anything beats the New Donk City level and the song they play at the end. In fact, you know what? Screw the New Donk City song for a minute. The final song at the end of the game, the end of the story mode, is so awesome. It's just a love letter to Mario and the fan base, and it's just it makes me want to jump up and run and just put the biggest grin on my face. In fact, when I was done with the game, I put that song on the track player because you can, once you beat the game, you get basically an MP3 where you can listen to whatever song you want whenever you want. I put that song on, and I was jumping and running around the level and just having a blast. I want to talk so much about the end game, but I think I'll save the end game for you guys. The game does keep going, but there's a lot of cool bonuses you get after you beat it. It's Mario Odyssey. What do you want me to say? Like, the only real complaints I have is sometimes it does feel a little pandering for all the moons they hand out, and it's a little too easy at times, you know, which is a fair criticism, I think. I don't know, I think they could have fleshed the story out more. I'm asking for story in a Mario game. I'm just saying, like, for a game that is this ambitious with Mario and this big, it plays it a little too safe in certain areas, and the hat mechanic is great and all that, but I think more could have been done to make this game even better. But that's not detracting from what I love, okay? Because everything I loved about this game just made me grin from ear to ear. And this is one of those games that I could just show to anybody. Say, hey, what's one of your favorite 3D platformers? I'm going to say Mario Odyssey, boys and girls, okay? And I don't think this is a surprise to anybody when I say that Super Mario Odyssey gets a 9 out of 10. It is a near perfect title that I love to death. And if I missed anything about this game, I do deeply apologize. I'm just saying it is so worth getting. There's so much to this game that you just need to experience for yourself. The levels, the costumes, the challenges, just every creative way it tells you to get moons. There's not one thing about this game that I absolutely hate. It's just the opposite, in fact. So I hope this review was very informative for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get the game, and I hope to see you guys next time. Alright? Catch you later. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you liked the video, make sure to subscribe and hit that little bell in the corner to be notified about all my upcoming videos. If you want to see what else I got going on, you can follow me on Twitter or follow my Discord for upcoming streams and reviews. That's right, I also do streams. Links will be in the descriptions below, so go ahead. I need this, people. Seriously. And if you're not aware, I do other review shows like Quick and Easy, which are short little reviews based on games, still with the same quality I try to put in here. So yeah, I got my bases covered for Game Review Nerd. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.